Advancing improvements are not just needed but required. As welcome back, guys, to a rather abrupt start to episode number 4 of season number 4 of the Sunderland Road to Glory here on FIFA 22, PlayStation 5 Next Gen, as we have Cardiff to start today off. But you understand, if you've watched the last episodes, what I mean by how we are doing. Of course, go back and watch those if you haven't already, as I'm going to show you the calendar. It's not been the greatest of runs. The last game we played, we were beaten 5-0 at home by Luton Town. We are dropping down this league, but today we hopefully will rebuild. So smash a like to hopefully give us the luck to rebuild ourselves, as we have Cardiff away first in the third round of the Carabao Cup. So we're going quite far. Not the best, well, not the worst of runs, should I say. We've had Wigan, Rochdale, who we beat on pens, and now Cardiff, who we're going to play. We have Bournemouth on the 28th away from home. Then we have Cardiff in the league, which will be simmed or played, I don't know. Huddersfield and Peterborough. Whoever's highest, of course, we will play out of these teams. It's a run that I would say is not the most difficult of runs that we could have ever got, so we've got to make the most of it. But I would have said that about Luton. This is the time we turn it round. We're not too far gone from this league. We really started very well, then we just petered off, and now we need to get back on form, as a short-term loan has been done for our third or fourth choice keeper. I don't know who it was, as we've got injuries to this squad as well. Quite a few of them. By popular suggestion, I turned them down, the injuries. I've now turned them down to 60. Just above 50, because it is realistic that players do get injured in football. It's not, when it's on 50, it's really rare they actually do. So I feel like it's unbalanced right now, but still, we're getting way too many for 70, as this is the team I feel like is our strongest at the moment. It's always our midfield that are injured, but this is what we're going to go with into the Cup. So you can see we're using our full team in this competition, with Bettinelli still over Baba in goal. Yes, controversially, Bettinelli stays in. He's playing better. We want to keep the form going, as Romeo is still at right back. Actually, no, I'm going to swap him out for Matheson. I've got to make some changes. Matheson is going to be at right back with Tedder-Mengi, Doyle and Thompson. Drew Yearwood is there because he would have played in this competition, but he's one of our only two midfielders alongside Zambrano in the centre, with Moreno, Embleton and Edoze there supporting Tyrese John-Jules, who played really well in his simulated game but not in his played one against Luton. Missed two large chances, so hopefully he can repay himself right here against Cardiff. And Cardiff's team is Dillion Phillips in goal, or Dylan Phillips, Tom Sang, Mark McGuinness, Ibrahim Bakare, Kieran Brown, I can never get names right, with Bagan, Rawls, White, Wintle, Sol and Schonfelder. It looks like a rotated Cardiff side, or maybe this is just their full strength, because of course they have had a season in the division below, relegated to League One, so they've come back straight away on their bounce, being the bounce team. They were in the Prem, of course, a bounce team for the Prem at one point, but not anymore, as Zambrano now with a good touch away and a terrible tackle right there from Captain Joe Rawls, which only gifts him a yellow card. I think that could have been more, as the best free kicks is Zambrano, who of course got took down for it. Let's try and shoot, shall we? Get a bit of an angle on this. Hopefully that's enough. Get a bit of curl. Can we score a free kick straight away? It's a good save. Don't even think it needed saving, but it had been, as we're going to try tactics from this corner. Run near post. Let's see what that does. Whipping it into the area. That's a good one for Callum Doyle. Mark McGuinness got there first, though. Good header from their centre-back, as we've still got the ball. Thompson with a slow pass. And we should have done a lot better with that, as Wintle out wide. Skips past us a little bit. Still, we're right side with Callum Doyle. Out to Sang, who goes further back to their defence. We just need to keep pushing them back. A fourth round in the Carabao Cup would be absolutely great for financial reasons and kind of for his job at the moment, because league form's not doing it, as Bettinelli with a quick rollout onto Drew Yearwood. Has the man down the line in Edoze. Edoze is going to keep on running. What can he do with this right here? There's a man at the back post. If he can cross it long, it was on target. Not entirely what I expected, as Matheson had not watched the run of Schopelder, but of course he was offside anyway, so it doesn't matter. As Moreno into Zambrano, you can definitely see we have more quality. It's just about us using that quality against this Cardiff side, as it's pretty difficult to try and sneak forward as much as we can do. As Drew Yearwood now out wide. Matheson, we've got the runs through the middle. It's Campbell, not Campbell. Campbell's injured. John Jules, of course. I keep forgetting we've even brought him in, who can't skill past them. And Doyle into Drew Yearwood right here as Elliot Embleton gives a pass off to the side. Zambrano across to Matheson as we're going to try and sneak forward a little bit here. I've got a fly going across my face as well. Everything to try and distract against this Cardiff side, which we've actually kept the ball well against, which is a real shock to me. We never usually keep the ball well, as Zambrano still can't get that killer pass off as Drew Yearwood keeps it out to Thompson. The passing's good, and then we waste it. Of course we do. Don't even know where it was meant to go as Sammy Adoze. Can we switch this to the right back? We can. Matheson having a good run has dropped that off in the middle to Zambrano. It's Elliot Embleton making a run through. And it's Brown who cuts that out rather well. That was a big chance right there, but still not got the ball off it. And they're going to attack Tedamengi. It's out of play. And Cardiff coming forward a little bit before half-time as well right here. A really poor Cardiff as Bettinelli. Whoa, he was two-footed right there just because he didn't fully go down. He was really, really badly tackled. As now we need to try and keep this ball. Drew Yearwood. I'm kind of ashamed that we're not already winning in this game because we've hardly had any chances but all of the ball, which is rather concerning. However, Drew Yearwood making a run forward, tackled by Bakari right there though, and Yearwood did intercept, but that's the half-time whistle. 0-0 in the Carabao Cup. Nothing happening. So into the second half we go as White. Thompson getting his tackling right there. It's a good one as well as we're going to come away with the ball a little bit. Drew Yearwood drops it off to Embleton, and John Jules has that option out wide right here to Moreno as Sammy does is pointing to where he wants it, but he's all the way at the other end, so we're going to try and pass this through. Zambrano onto Yearwood. They stand very strong. None of them coming out of position like I usually do. As Zambrano on the edge goes for a shot. No, it's gone in! How has that beaten Dylan Phillips from that range? And when he was a little bit off balance, I will never know. It's Zambrano, the tired man I was thinking about taking off, who scores. That's a lot better from us. We might actually be winning a game in-game. Look at that. Pass to the side, left-footed. I guess it was just through bodies. That is terrible work from the keeper, though. Just not what you expected. You expected them to do a little bit better, as now Embleton gives this ball off to Moreno right here, and it's inside to Elliot Embleton again. We're going to try and look for more if we can get it. Not a player called Morris. That's another bad tackle. Is that Rolls again? No, it isn't. I think it's White. I don't know who it was, but it doesn't look like it's a red, which I thought that could have kind of been, as Josh Bowley, you can see right there, is going to come on for Zambrano, and he's telling us to shoot from this one. Why not? Let's try and duck this over the wall, and that is woeful. Sammy Adoze as well as John Jules. He's on everything today, as that's a pass around the corner, just not worked, but Drew Yearwood's had a very comfortable game right here, returning from injury, so being happy with him as Moreno drops that off around the corner, and Matheson, that's a great ball into Embleton, who it wouldn't let me switch to, as he had kind of a header on right there, and we are going to get a corner as they make a change. Can we do something from this? We'll do the run thing again, man to the front post, win that header. Drew Yearwood does. Dylan Phillips with the save. It's only as far as Moreno, who's going to keep this off the ground and volley it to the keeper. And we have done very, very well in this fixture right here, as John Jules again forces the ball out wide. He's good at passing for a striker as he gets the ball in right here. Can he score? No, he can't. He's saved. Every shot is saved. It looks like Dylan Phillips' mistake, well, the only thing he's not saved, might cost them the game right here. We've got 8 minutes to go. I think we've definitely warranted the win, even though we haven't played out our best. But when have we actually played at our potential with this squad, eh? As Sill gives it around the corner, though. Bacuna's running through on goal. Bettinelli with a great stop, as they could have honestly just snuck and grabbed the win right there, or grabbed a leveller, which I definitely would not have liked. It's their best chance of the game coming late on, as Johnson heads that across. Matheson, handball, penalty, Cardiff. Of course, this game is going to do this to me. Let's have a look at it in the box again, shall we? Valley's going to come on as well. You can't even see it. The camera can't even pick it up. But of course the referee can, as it's going to be Bettinelli against Fransol. And he's put it over the bar. Justice served on a hot plate. Very, very lucky, as Matheson heads that one away as well. On to Valehi. He's tackled. Don't be injured. There we go. We've actually got a game without an injury and should have a clean sheet as it stands. Of course, it's not been the easy way, as, oh dear, I'm maybe speaking too soon. It's Bagan in the box, and Bowler has to put it behind for another corner. as Cardiff are not going to give up in this round right here. We want to get to the 4th. Head this away, please. They've got to it first. McGuinness, Matheson off the line. It's a big stop. It's still not away. Brown don't get it away. Bacunia hits Mengi, and Cardiff throwing everything at getting something out of this Carabao Cup round. Can we head this way again, please? Oh, should I not say again, but first time, as we've got there with Yearwood. Pritchard over his head, and that is the end. We do win away in Wales 1-0, and we will advance to the next round of the Carabao. At least we can win in this cup competition. I mean, I'd love to do it in the league, as it's 3 wins out of 3 in the FL Cup. As we turn our attention straight to Bournemouth as we sit 15th. Of course, we looked at our position in the last episode, tried to assess it and said we needed to do better. As how's the morale around the squad? Apparently it's good, but there's still a couple of players who aren't too impressed. As I need to check the contract scenario as well. Bettinelli is on 10 months. Thompson, Zambrano, Winchester, well, a lot of them. I can't really work from them all. It looks like most of us team, including Tyrese Campbell, who has almost 20 million net worth, from, of course, our assistant who tells us it, as this is not a good list of players that could leave. I don't want most of them going, but we'll hold out on the contracts still. I want us to be higher up in the league to know that we're actually going to get our players staying, as George Honeyman's apparently saying he's fit. That shirt does belong to you. You, of course, left it a little while ago, but you've come back for it now into Sunderland. As Bournemouth are first. Bournemouth are top of this league, so not going to be easy. I did not just forget to completely speak right there, as there's only 2 changes. It's Romeo and Honeyman coming straight back into this lineup. Drew Yearwood maybe unfairly dropped, but of course George Honeyman is a player I'm a big fan of, and I brought him here for a reason, to play week in and out. As let's see what we can do away at the Vitality as well against top of the league Cherries. If we beat these, we can beat anyone. But we've got to beat these. And Bournemouth, Mark Travers in goal. Jack Stacey, Favius Dalinusuk, Chelik Turkoglu, Emre Corme, with Kilkenny in front, Jefferson Lerma and Glover, Eze, Cook and Rogers, as Lewis Cook right now has turned into one of the most prolific strikers in England. He's top scorer in the Carabao, and he's doing it here at top of the league, Bournemouth. Let's see how we can do here, shall we? Of course, got to reply after that horrific game against Luton. Of course, we've got to win in the Carabao, but that's not the league. The league form needs to improve. As Moreno, we're going to try and start off brightly right here. Romeo with a cross. It's a decent one. Daniel Lujuk has to head that away. Moreno showing everything he's got right there to win that, but he has got injured, and I presumed he would with that leap. We have the perfect opportunity to pass right through to him as he's holding his shoulder. Romero with the ball right here, tries to cross it, and we might as well just take Moreno straight off. I mean, he gave everything to get that ball, but that's going to be his last contribution. It is going to be Valley coming on as we've got a corner. And what can we do? We're going to try and crowd the keeper this time, trying all these tactics, as it's going to go to John Jules and Travers to save it. Good little start to this game, but still need more, as that's a good ball as well. Valley heads, Jack Stacey away. Not too bad from us, as why is our right back taking it all the way at the far left? I will never know, as that is one of the worst passes I think I've ever seen. Right there from, I think it was Sammy Adoze, as they're going to try and attack, and Romeo out of position. They've spotted that. Doesn't take a genius, as Comray gives that inside to Glover. Not a smart pass forward, as Honeyman's going to jump on this. Round the corner into Elliot Embleton. Tried to be snapped right there. Elliot Embleton still going with the ball. Gives it to Zambrano. Round the corner. Run of Embleton's continued as Jack Stacey leaps high enough there. It's good football. Actually is, but just warrants a little bit more, as Comray has it out wide. Going to try and push him back a little bit, and that's never a free kick. Come on, ref. Romeo did nothing, as they're going to pass it short. Lewis Cook into Glover, into Turkoglu, who I've not heard much of before. Daniel Lujuk the same, as Rogers from range, and what a goal from Rogers. 20 minutes in, utter domination and good play from us, but Bournemouth, top of the league, take the lead. And it's a thumper of a strike. Absolutely distraught with that. I'm not going to prove it though, because I feel like we need to come back in this one. The number 27 flying one into that top bin. What a strike. Honestly sensational, and I hate to say it, as now Valley has to come forward with it. We have to bring it forward. We have to get back into this, as John Jules has a bit of a gap to go into. Tyrese John Jules puts it in that bottom corner. Instantly level. Great goal from the youngster, that one. He's going to do his flips. He's got his first goal in 2 games. And I don't understand how that entirely went in. Hey-ho, we're straight back level. And he did celebrate in front of the Bournemouth fans right there as well. Look at that, outside of the boot. And Travers, man. Travers has to do a lot better. That's 2 goals today coming from goalkeeper mistakes, I'd say. As now Glover with the ball himself right here. And oh dear, Glover's got passes. Is this going to be just goal to goal? I mean, attacking intent-wise, yes, but we're lucky they didn't actually score right there, because that could have been just 2-1 straight away. Need to switch on a little bit more as Ted Mengi puts that around the corner into Elliot Embleton right here, as Embleton, dodgy touch. Glover's having a worldie of a game right here, but we do keep the ball. Honeyman, John Jules dropping back. Love to see it, as we do play some good stuff right now. We are playing good stuff as Valley around the corner. John Jules just not reaching it. Half chance right there as Ed Deasy gives it down the line to Jack Stacey, the right back, who's going to whip it in. Big fan, of course, of Jack Stacey. Had him in a save before. I do like my Bournemouth players in my teams. As now George Honeyman, can he find the run down the wing? That's a good ball over to Sammy Adobe, who just doesn't look at it in a Sunderland shirt. I think he scored 1 goal in game for us. That's not good enough. I think I'm going to have to think about dropping him, as Jefferson Lerman out to Eze. It's Eze to run at us again. It's not a breach Eze, but it's a good one, a fast one, as Doyle gets his tackle in. Still ball not cleared. Don't let them get anything before half-time. Is that not offside? I think it should have been. Jefferson Lerma gives it in the middle. It's Lewis Cook, the scorer all the time. It's dropped off, and a lot of shouts for a penalty, but nothing given. It's half-time whistle that goes, as it is Bournemouth 1, Sunderland 1. I'll take it. Not to blow my own trumpet, however, but I do think we've actually warranted a lot more than we've got. I think we've been the better team. I do think we've been the better team, and I don't think they deserve to score. It was a screamer from Rodgers, of course, as now Dominic Thompson, he skipped past too easily for my liking. Eddie bringing it in, and it's going to be a corner for them straight away. They've brought a man short in Kilkenny, who they're going to pass it to, and we've got to try and get a tackle in. Zambrano chasing it down into Glover on the edge. He's been really good this game. Thompson with another shocking touch, though. He's not having the best of second halves right here. A long shot again, and it's landed in the top bin. Can you believe it? Dominic Thompson's mistakes lead to that. No wonder they're top spot. How does a team score 2 worldies like that in a game? What a goal. And we are behind again to top spot Bournemouth. It's one of those that we need an instant reply. And again, I'm afraid we've been the better team. That's dirty. That is very, very dirty. He's injured as well, Embleton. You can see he's hobbling a bit. When do injuries calm down? As hopefully Honeyman can get a goal back. Travers, amazing. Absolutely amazing. What a save, as now that should have been 2-2 straight away. Do you see what I mean about chances? We've had the lot. As Embleton, I haven't actually brought on anyone in his place yet, because I feel like he still can contribute in this game, as Valley's definitely on side, still nowhere to go. Romeo offering support. Zambrano now. The run of Honeyman was the best one. Why are you passing it to the injured man when there's a fully fit Honeyman running in behind who's on his game today? That's just a stupid decision. As it's Rodgers on it here as well. Into Cook. It's a 1-2. Glover still with it. Bettinelli. It was rolling all over the place, but did eventually stop that ball from flying high enough into the top of the net. As, oh dear, we're tackled straight away again though, aren't we? As it's through now to Rodgers. Rodgers onto Cook. It's a ball around the corner. Glover been really good in this game. Very solid player. Rodgers onto the edge of the box. Lerma. Bettinelli. Had to be a better save, but fortunately for us, did jump on that ball again. We are actually under the cosh a little bit now, after I say we've been good, as Honeyman keep that. Right, let's try and get an attack off, shall we? Sammy Adoze actually keeps the ball himself for once as well, as he gives it out to Zambrano. Tyrese John Jules trying to run through the middle, not offering anything. Needed to show a little bit more for that, as Rodgers cut out there by Mengi, as it's on to Comre, the left back. It's into Lewis Cook. Lewis Cook skips past us. It's quick. It's just absolutely rapid, should I say, from Bournemouth. This passing is just really hard to read, as there's a tackle in there, though, and we've got John Jules kind of away right here. No one really to pass it to, so I'm going to have to keep on running. I mean, if we can get past this defender right here, we've got a good opportunity, but no, that's a foul. And where's our free kick? Why was it not given? Literally, we was tripped and he didn't receive the ball, but no, Bournemouth still granted the attack as Rodgers coming through right here. We've got a tackle in. It's fallen back to them. It's now Glover. Embleton, you've got to run still. I mean, you're a bit injured, but you've got to run as Eze. I thought he'd scored. Good job he's missed. And I honestly think it could be another defeat right here. We could sink even further. Bournemouth are top of the league, but still it's been an awful, awful game as Valley gives this inside to Zambrano right here. Can he find Honeyman? Right, he can this time. Into Pritchard. And what a terrible touch from the guy who's literally just come on in the biggest opportunity we've had in a while in that game. As it's 2-1 Cherries. We've lost another league game. It's just what we do. And how long are we going to be without Embleton as we drop to 17th? Oh dear. I don't have a clue. Don't rush yourself back. It's 3 months and 5 days without Marlos Moreno. I forgot we even got him injured as well. Absolutely terrific, isn't it? And Cardiff are in 7th, who we play next. So, we've got to rotate. We've got to rotate again. We're going to have to put Bowler onto that bench again. Pritchard can come out. And then Valley on that. We actually need another one. Is it going to be... I think I've just got to go Winchester. Look at the injuries we've got again. And it's literally just the start of the season still. As yet, them two changes are going to be the only changes for this next game as well. As I think I am going to simulate this one. I said we're going to play whoever's highest in the league. But we kind of need to play against Peterborough. As yes, I've seen it. And you guys might have as well. The 4th round in the Carabao Cup is away at the Etihad. Our first time against a Premier League, still Premier League team, of course. We've played teams that have come down, but Cardiff are in front of us. The league form is still important. So quick simulate this and please don't let us down as it's a 2-2 draw. I expected a little bit better there. Edoze Bacuna with a 2-minute brace. And Tyrese John Jules as we go to 18th. Right, that's not good enough, is it? Huddersfield next, though, who are in 20th position. And we've really got to fire ourselves up this division somehow. We've got to stick a rocket up there. 12 points, who are 6 on. 6 are Luton, of course, 19. So there's still that possibility we can just jump on form. And for this next game, I'm rotating it a little bit again. You can see Drew Yearwood is picked over Zambrano. Yes, I'm going to go with that. And Moreno is going to be there for Edoze as Valley goes back to the left. Going to try him out on that spot as 20th place Huddersfield are in town. It's a team that we have to beat. The Terriers are down there. And we need to try and make sure they stay there whilst we project ourselves up. At, of course, the Kirklees, been to that stadium, an amazing one. Let's get the win. And Huddersfield's team, it's Belagamba in goal, Oliver Turton, Ruben Tyler, Romane Critchlow, Mohamedou Nabi Sarr, with Ruffles at left wing back, Osterfield, Daly and Brown, with Kian Harrott and Phillips up front. Yeah, a team I reckon we should be beating, as it is a great stadium, is the Huddersfield one. I do enjoy seeing it, as we're going to get a bit of passing going to start off this game with Pritchard at his old stomping ground, as that is a horrific tackle from the number 33, Josh Osterfield. I can't believe they get away with it so much, as we'll try Pritchard from this free kick. He should be good at these, as we'll aim for that fan right there and try and get a bit of curl on it. Hopefully that works, as straight to Belagambi. Turton gives one inside right here to Phillips as well. They're going to attack from this. Kian Harrott drops it off to Brown. Now on to Ruffles. It's good. Passing, he's tried to get around us really easily there. He still managed to tackle our defender, who should be the one tackling them, as they've got the ball still. Ted Mengi gets the blocking though, and I literally never ever clicked clear that, so he's just kicked it out of pure panic. The CPU has anyway, not me, as Moreno's going to take that throw in really quick. Drew Yearwood try and get down the other side of the pitch really quick as well, as Pritchard caught out, of course he has been. And Huddersfield moving with pace. It's now Osterfield who's lucky to be on the field with that tackle. It was a terrible one on Pritchard from behind, as we've managed to receive the ball here though. Pritchard holds it up, going over the top to John Jules. Nabi Sarr, too easy for him, as Drew Yearwood gives it right here as well into Alex Pritchard. Onto Moreno, Drew Yearwood. We've got John Jules making that run in front. He's received the ball. He's laid it off well to Valley. Can we switch that across? It could be a well-worked move. Moreno, that's a high foot, as Valley kept that in play, and of course it's given us out. How can you? Not fair, that. Wrong decision, as Ruffles comes straight at us as well. It's Phillips into Kian Harrott, off the crossbar from the youngsters. Thompson headers that away and Valley on the turn. Going to pass this out, which we've actually done quite well. And can we actually get on a counter-attack? John Jules with a good touch right there. Spins inside. It's still good skill. Drew Yearwood. That was meant for Moreno. And it goes to absolutely no one. Passing in this game is so atrocious, as it just don't work. Drew Yearwood now onto John Jules. And Pritchard is going to hook that over the defender, Critchko. But he is going to be able to control that with ease. Belagrambi with the clear out as well onto Dillian Phillips. That's over the top. We should be winning that. Moreno does. Straight down to Kian Harrott, though, who's literally on everything. The young striker's supposed to be at the right-hand side of attack, and he's winning everything at the left. As now Osterfield into Matt Daly. Matt Daly around the corner. Turton to cross it. Headed away and offside. As I have no idea how to improve this team at the moment. We create stuff, but then we're so bad at defending. It's unreal, as that should have been our ball. We send their player in the air as Ollie Turton tries to get around us again. For Thompson this time actually making the tackle, but still he does not know how to make a pass away. He's playing quite poor this season, as now it's them on the ball. This right wing back's doing my head in. Cross into the box. Yearwood away onto Honeyman and onto Pritchard, as here's Alex Pritchard, flies straight in my face. Yes, I'm talking about real life, straight in my eyes, as we need a good tackle. We got one, and it's given us a penalty. It was a good tackle, Ted Mengi, and again, everything's given against him, as Kian Harrott with a penalty against Bettinelli, sends him the wrong way. 1-0 Terriers, we're going in the relegation zone. The football we play is not good enough, and I need to get this flight. It's just absolutely doing my head in. I don't promote cruelty, but I'm going to clap if it gets closer. As I feel like at half-time, of course, it will be 1-0 Huddersfield. We're going to try and attack straight away, though. Moreno, where's our man in the box? We are 1-0 down. Where are the people to cross it to? No one there. Tackle by Naby Sarr, and this team is atrocious. Why are we playing, boys? Why are we playing? We're not even helping each other out. We're not even making runs. We're not even working at all. As I'm going to change the formation up. It's got to that time. I'm sick of it. We need to get back on form somehow. So we're going to go to 5 at the back. We're going to match them for this second half. And I'm just going to see how it goes. Winchester can be a central midfielder. Moreno, can he be a striker? It's not really saying he can be, but he's got pace, so I'm going to try him up front with John Jules. And that's what I'm going to go with, as I actually changed it. It put Winchester on, but then took him straight off, I'm guessing. But that's a bit of a weird one, as I actually wanted to put Bailey Wright on in centre-back and Drew Yearwood in the midfield instead of Winchester. As Ruffles starts off with the ball for Huddersfield right here. And look at that lag. This is next gen. This is next gen content. Kian Harrott into Matt Daly right here as he gives one to the edge of the box. It's Osterfield. Now around the corner into Brown, and a big save Bettinelli. As Huddersfield, every chance they create is a good one, whereas us, we can't create chances at all. As however, I might be saying that a bit too early, because that's a great ball over to Moreno. 1-on-1 now with Belagrambi. Need to score. That's one of the worst shots I've ever seen, and it's still 1-0 to them. Honestly, one of the worst shots I have ever seen. It was straight at them as what? And just a little bit longer right here, as this formation, to be fair, has not been too bad for us since we switched to it, as Romero keeps that ball in play. Look at that run there as well. That's a good one, and that has to be a goal as Pritchard against his former club. Of course it's him to get a goal back. Can we just pick the ball up? No, we'll just run to the centre circle. I don't want him celebrating at all against him, and we'll skip the replay because it would have forced us to do a celebration. I'm not sticking my hands up because it's still, of course, level right here, but it's good to see him score against his former club. He's usually the one getting us out of danger, isn't he? Of course, did it against Rotherham on the opening day, as Drew Yearwood can't keep that to anyone though, as Brown straight into Harrott right there. Ted Mengi had to get that pass off quick, as now Honeyman. Let's go quick, shall we? I would really enjoy maybe a late winner right here, as that pass is not a good one, but it falls to Tyrese John Jules, tackled by Osterfield. And Kian Harrott over the top onto Ollie Turton. Turton inside, they've got options right here. It's Matt Daly, it's Phillips, it's 2-1 Huddersfield. Ah, they've won the game. It's a late winner, and we've lost again to the Terriers. We're gonna actually be in League One next year. A shocker to concede, even though we did switch to 5 flipping defenders. As can we try and do something really quick? Drew Yearwood. A leveller right here would actually get no reaction from me still as Pritchard. This is good passing into John Jules on the turn, and we have got it. Right, I think this is his former club as well. I don't know if he's been on loan at Huddersfield, but skip it again. At least we've got one back. At least they're not winning the game. I spoke too soon, but can we? Can we turn this round? Please, Honeyman. No. 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 Keep it. As soon as we went to 2 strikers, we have scored 2 goals as well. That's something to ponder as Osterfield gives it to the side of him. Matt Dallas spreads it out wide into Ruffles. That's around the corner. As do not let them do something late on, please. We've come back twice in this one as it's in the middle. Now, it's a cross, it's a handball, it's a penalty, it's the second penalty of the game. It's Huddersfield who are winning it. I've given up. It's now, of course, Kian Harrott again, and he's put it in the bottom corner. Huddersfield win it 3-2 in the 90th minute after 2 comebacks. Can you be arsed? It's actually frustrating me now. It's unreal. The Kirklees goes mental, as it's another penalty from the youngster. He's got his brace in this game. Completely against the run of play. We've deserved to win the game as the full-time whistle goes straight away, and we've lost 3-2 away. Our heads for the chop. Another shocker of a game as we somehow remain in 18th. Don't know how. Kind of wish we'd be in the relegation zone at least. The players might show some fight. It's just not feeling good at the moment as we have Peterborough up next. But something I've not done, because of course, remember, this is the road to glory. Not just a Sunderland career, and because it's not going too great, do we try and jump ship? Now, it's a weird thing to say, I know, but there's the Burnley job, the Brentford job, Blackburn, Nottingham Forest. We could try and go back to, I mean, I do want to kind of avoid that one. QPR, West Brom, excuse me, teams with huge budgets. And is there any from another league? There's, of course, Bournemouth, they're top of the league. As there's Ajax as well, Feyenoord, PSV, Fortuna, Sittard, Utrecht, AZ. So we've got most of the, well, have we got the whole league? It looks like we almost had the whole of the Eredivisie. It wouldn't be bad, you know, to make a move to another country in this save. Maybe to try and practice in continental football or something. Now, Ajax are probably out of the picture, aren't they? Feyenoord, they want to be in a Champions League place, mid-table, finishing a Champions League spot. 20 today? They're not a bad team, are they? I don't really know how they're doing. I mean, Heerenveen aren't. There's some good teams that we could go to, you know. Groningen, they're not bad. So I think out of these teams, of course, Ajax would be the dream. PSV are top of the league. I mean, could we go for the Ajax job? Let's throw his name in there. You can only apply, of course, for one at a time in, of course, career mode, unlike Football Manager, where you can just apply for job after job after job. As we'll see ourselves to the Peter Graham. And they want us to take the job. Oh my days. Now, I'd ask for your guys' opinion on this. I really would. But I think I have to take it. What am I on at the moment, wage-wise, here at Sunderland? It should show me in my career. I am on 4k a week. Right. I'm on less than every single player. Ajax are offering... How much Ajax are offering? They're offering 28k a week. We go into Holland. Yes, guys. Here's the graphic. It's just done in an instant flash. I cannot believe we've just done this, but I've gone ahead to just gone for it. Ajax somehow have gifted us the job, and I mean, we've got to move up on the world on this save, of course, and going to this team is not a bad shot. I mean, the team at the moment looks a little bit all over the place. It's not a big squad, but we've got some good players. Look at that. Look at Anthony. We've got Danilo up front, Leibad, Klaassen, Stepahenko, Kubas. I might make a team. I might just test it. And I cannot believe we've got given this job, but what a team. What a team we now have on our hands, right? We are the Ajax boss. We've even got an Englishman right here, but it is... I'm getting the coughs right now. I can't believe this. It's took my breath away. It is, of course, completely different to the Ajax team that we've had in recent years. No De Ligt, no Ziyech. All of them have moved on. It's not as good. No Gravenberch, of course, but still, I will take this. We've got 80 rated players on our hands. 85 Anthony. These should be top of the league. They are second, and I mean they are miles second. They are struggling at the moment as we're 9 games into this season. We've got Champions League football. Of course we have. It's Ajax, right? Where are we at in this competition? Let's have a look. Where are we at? We have, alright, we're bottom of the group. We've got Dortmund, Spartak Moscow and Chelsea. How has this happened? Just how have we landed this job? You can tell we're a selling club as they want us to, well, it's very critical. I mean, it might be like the Watford job this. I might be here and then gone straight away. They want us to win the league, win the cup, reach the quarterfinals if we can. I mean, we'll give it a good go. But I don't understand how we've gone from Sunderland to here. They see us as just a potential one-stop replacement, not a full-time one, but I'll take the job. We've got a lot of money to spend. We'll have to do his manager's appearance up again, but I cannot believe this. We've got a big team on our hands right here. Have we got any big players out on loan or anything? No, we don't. This is the squad we have at hand. As it's still telling me at the side about, of course, the Huddersfield game. I don't care about that. Get that out of my head. We've gone from absolute misery with Sunderland. Of course, Sunderland fans, I apologise that I've jumped ship. We will be back in England, I definitely think, but how could we turn down this Ajax job? We've got a new one, but we're not doing anything in this episode with the team. You'll have to wait till next episode as we have our new club. Thank you guys for watching. Not the end I expected as well as you guys, but thank you all. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well so you do not miss an episode in the future. As welcome to Holland, people. We are now here. Take care in a bit and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.